Hello friends, Tony Bookert here once again, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for another short YouTube video. The topic I'd like to discuss with you today over the next just few minutes that we have together, you could say is a hot topic at that. You know, the other day my wife and I were driving down the local highway here near our home, and on the side of the road were several billboards that were having us consider, well, our mortality, and specifically our destiny. Where would we spend life eternal if we were to die today? Well, you know, most of the world believes in something called immortality of the soul. As a matter of fact, most of the world teaches that once you die, there's something that survives this shell, this body, that either goes off to heaven and spends time with God for eternity, or if you've been bad, you know, the Bible describes the incorrigibly wicked, they say that you will go down to a place called hell, a place of everlasting torment, fire and brimstone. Perhaps to your mind is conjured up some memories of maybe even the silly of a little man in a red stocking suit with the horns, the pointy tail, and the triune pitchfork, who chases people around in hell, never really able to catch them, but just pokes them and prods them for all eternity. Well, brethren, that sounds like the things that myths are made of, and exactly that's what it is. But you know, the doctrine of hell as a place of everlasting torment is a real doctrine that's taught in most of the churches in the United States today. And not just the United States, but most of professing Christianity believes that God is going to send the wicked to a place of everlasting torment, never to have any kind of relief, but just tortured for eternity. We have to ask ourselves a question. Is God a loving God? Well, the answer to that question is obviously yes. Our Bible tells us that God is love. And would a loving God send somebody to a place called hell of everlasting torment to be tortured, to be burned but never consumed forever and ever? What agony those people must be in. Well, you might be happy to know, brethren or friends, that that doctrine is not true. I'd like to show you a proof text, a set of scriptures here in the book of Isaiah that oftentimes theologians will point to and say that there is in fact a place of everlasting torment. But what is these scriptures? What are they actually saying to us? Over here in Isaiah chapter 66, in verse 23, we begin. And it shall come to pass that from one moon to another, and from one from Sabbath to another, all flesh shall come to worship before me, says the Lord. And they shall go forth and look upon the corpses of the men who have transgressed against me. For their worm dies not, and their fire is not quenched. They shall be an abhorrence to all flesh. Now, is Isaiah telling us that this place of everlasting torment is real? You might be surprised to know that there is an historical context to this, and the answer is surprisingly and gladly, no. It does not teach a place of everlasting torment. We'd like you to take advantage of a couple offers that we have for you today. If you'd like to go to our website and go to www.cgi.org and select the appropriate tab and go to the CDs tab and click on Fate of the Wicked. And also while you're there, to take advantage of a brochure, a little booklet entitled Hell You Say. Also, we'd like to hear from you. If you have any questions or anything, or any statements in response to anything I've said today, please visit us at info@cgi.org. Once again, I'm Tony Bookert telling you to put on the whole armor of God that you can be able to stand in the evil day.